Even though dialysis is going well for me, it really is. I have not had a lot of complications. I feel that I am tethered to my machine. And a lot of people don't know they can function on one kidney.
Yes. Some people are even born with one kidney and don't even realize it.
Do I want kidney disease? Absolutely not. Do I want to be on dialysis? No. But I'm very grateful for the fact that I can still live my best life, even on dialysis.
Mm-hmm.
I find now that it's important to be open about it.
Of course.
Especially in our Black community, we have a lot of people with high blood pressure. We have a lot of people with diabetes.
Yes.
So it's a possibility that too will.
I think there's a lot of fear as well. There's a lot of fear
absolutely.
in the Black community. Welcome to the Green Table Talk. I am your host, Jennen Johnson. Today we're speaking to my friend, Lynn. Lynn, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. It's a joy coming.
So I'm glad you're here because I am just completely wrapped up with your journey. And I feel it's something that we definitely need to share. So I'm very happy that you've decided to come on the show and share your journey with us.
Well, thank you for asking me. I'm looking forward to doing this.
Of course, of course. So you are currently looking for a donor, a kidney donor. Is that correct?
That's right.
Beautiful.
So I've been on dialysis now for 4 years, and my journey started about 9 years ago. So so far dialysis is going well, but yes, I'm looking for a donor, and I've just attended actually a session by the UHN live donor clinic.
Yes.
So I'll be beginning that shortly.
Yes, the UHN Living Donor, that's a great source of information, and it helps a lot of people. So I'm glad you managed to take part in that. So what happened? How is it that your kidney's failing?
Yeah, it's a surprise to me that it didn't fail. Surprise to my doctor too as well. But what happened? I've been not diabetic. I've had blood pressure since I was 33 years old. It's pretty prevalent in my family, and so I had it for maybe about 20 years until the doctor noticed that there was protein in my urine. So she sent me off to a nephrologist, and they did a biopsy and identified that the filters in my kidneys were damaged.
Okay.
That's how that started.
Gotcha. Now, let me know about Lynn. Let me know what hobbies do you like? What is it that you do? Just give the insight. Give us the inside scoop about you.
Okay, sure. That's easy. Well, I come from a large family. I have 5 sisters, no brothers.
All girls.
All girls. But I now have brother-in-law, so that's nice. And I have nieces and nephews, so it's all wonderful. I myself just got married actually 5 years ago. So a year after I started dialysis. And I don't have children of my own, which is fine because I've got a lot of nieces and nephews, and the mother to those.
Of course.
What else do I like to do? I like to cook. I like to entertain. I love gardening. I like travel. I love day trips. I like going to small towns. So actually, since I've been off, that's what I've been doing. Just going to small towns in Ontario. I just love that sort of cozy feel. What else? I do belong to a church community, very, very active in my church. And, I like theater. I like all of those things. I like going out to dinner, the usual things.
Beautiful. Excellent. So first of all, you've checked off a lot of stuff that was on my list: cooking, food, traveling. So I'm like, we're on the same path right there. So we're connected on that front right there. Just have to put that out there.
Good. Yeah.
So how has things changed since you found out that you have kidney issues and you're doing dialysis, and like out of everything that you love doing, how has that changed now? Do you have to do things differently? Do you have to reduce the length of time that you do certain things? How's it changed?
For sure. I definitely don't travel as much, right? So if I do travel, I do home hemodialysis. So I do nocturnal home hemodialysis, and I do that 5 nights a week.
Okay.
So really, I have 2 days off. Right? So for me to go away, I have to make plans to do it. So I would do short trips. So I guess the small town thing is nice, right? So that's how I fulfill that. I did go to Jamaica back in January for the first time. So that was nice. But I think that aspect of it has changed. What else? I feel, even though dialysis is going well for me, it really is. I have not had a lot of complications. I feel that I am tethered to my machine. Okay. Yeah, I'm tethered to my machine. And so in that way, it's different. So even though I do it at night, as I mentioned, I feel like there's some nights I feel like, oh, I just want to go to bed. I don't want to do my machine. I just want to go to bed like normal people.
Yeah.
But, I always say, when I say yes to dialysis, I say yes to life.
Exactly.
I continue to do it. That's my motivation, because I want to, right? So.
Yep, 100%. We got to get those toxins out so you can.
That's right.
Do more.
And besides, by day 2, I want to get those toxins out.
100%. Guaranteed.
You don't feel good at all.
The way it makes you feel is it's just terrible.
I know.
2 parts to this question. First of all, explain to our viewers what is nocturnal dialysis. And the second part, why did you choose nocturnal versus the other forms?
What's nocturnal? It means that I do it while I sleep. So I hook myself up, usually at night, between 10 and 11, and I do it for 8 hours. So I come off in the morning between 7 and 8. And I do it on a lower speed. So the blood coming out of my body comes out at a lower speed. So it's a little easier on your body. So I'm not as fatigued during the day. And it does give me that flexibility. My days are free. Okay, so that's why I do that. And what was the other question?
As to why you chose nocturnal, but I think you kind of touched on that. Yeah, the flexibility. So that's good. That's good. So this journey, it's a difficult journey, and you need a lot of support, whether it's friends, family. Tell me about your support system. Who do you turn to in terms of, you feel frustrated and you want to scream? Who do you turn to? Who do you turn to when? Well,
I feel very fortunate. My husband is there. As I said, I got married a year before dialysis. Remember, we went. It was during COVID. I started dialysis during COVID. We went to Niagara on the lake just to celebrate our first year anniversary. So we got married on August 3rd, and then came back August 5th. I went in and started dialysis. So he's been very, very supportive. I do it at home. So it's nice to know that I have somebody in the house as I'm doing it. So I was, at the time, I was also providing care for my dad. He's since passed. So he was able to help me out in that way as well. There's also my sisters, right? I mentioned I have 5. One passed away last December, but the other 4, they're super supportive. So they're always there. And of course, I have my church community. I have what I call my inner circle, my friends. And they're always there. And not the medical team, for sure, is there. And I'm also a volunteer with the Kidney Foundation. So
that's good. That's good. Yes, a support system is a must.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
100%. I'm sorry about the passing of your sister and your dad. I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, that was in the last year. So.
Okay. So how would our viewers reach out to get themselves tested to possibly be your donor?
How would they reach out? I am going to start a campaign, right? So I will put that information out there, and it would be a direct link to the UHN live donor.
Perfect. And what is it that we're looking for? Are we looking at obviously a specific blood type, but let our viewers know.
Yes, I am O negative.
Okay.
So, which is a challenge for people who are O blood type.
Yes.
As it takes longer for us. I remember when I first when I first started dialysis and did my workup, because I guess during COVID they allowed me to do my workup at that time. But they told me it was 8 years wait.
Yes.
So so I'm counting that down. But it would be great to have a donor before that, because I want to stay healthy, right? I want to stay healthy while to be still suitable to receive a transplant.
When I was going through my journey, I got my transplant back in 2018. But my journey started, years before that. And they're saying at that time it was 6 to 8 years for a donor. And then that's why they suggested that I try doing, getting a living organ donor as opposed to waiting for a deceased donor.
Yeah.
So, and at that time, like I said, 6 to 8 years, that was not an option for me. There's no way I was going to wait 6 to 8 years, especially since they said, by the time because my daughter was 12 at the time, so by the time she turned 16, I might not be here for her 16th birthday. So I said, nope, that's not an option. Not an option. Couldn't do that. Do you, how did you reach out? Like, have you spoken to different family members or spoken to your church family in terms of being tested? Do you find that difficult?
You know what? I haven't done that yet. My family for sure.
Okay.
When I was first diagnosed, it was like, okay, out there, I'll be a donor. But I mentioned before that we're all hypertensive.
Yes.
So they're not suitable.
Okay.
My sister's diabetic. The other one has had a heart attack, and the other one has coronary issues.
Okay.
And my husband is not. So I have to reach out beyond that inner circle. Sorry about it.
Okay. Well, I think at this point in time, just listening to your story, I've heard your story before. We've met before. I think you're an amazing woman. I truly feel that this is going to work out for you. I feel that you're on the right path. You've got that positive vibe about you. I feel that there's nothing but positivity coming from you. And you put out positivity, you get back positivity. So I truly
thank you very much.
Of course.
I have felt the support from people. I didn't always talk about it. Again, because I started during COVID, I didn't always talk about it. And I'm feeling a lot more comfortable now just sharing my story. Because the other motivation is that I realize there's a lot of people who don't know about kidney disease.
Yes.
They hear that you're on dialysis and they think, people would say to me, so you're still on dialysis? It's like, yes, I'm on dialysis.
Yeah.
Transplant.
Yeah, exactly.
I realize that there's a lot of people who don't know. And there are, enough people who have chronic kidney disease that we wouldn't know. So until you mention it, somebody's going to say, oh, by the way, my aunt's on dialysis.
Let's with our community as well. It's difficult to talk about within the Caribbean and Black community because we don't talk about illnesses. We don't come out and just say, to our brothers or sisters or whomever it is, you know what, I'm sick. Like I have a serious health condition and I need help. Because you keep it in your house, you keep it to yourself, within your exactly, within your household, and that's it. So it's difficult because if you don't feel comfortable reaching out and speaking to others about it, it's going to be difficult to get that help. So I remember when I was diagnosed, I didn't tell my family members. I just kept it to myself. My mom knew, my daughter knew, my husband knew, but my aunt, one of my closest cousins, he didn't know. Like I just kept it in-house because I had the mentality, it's okay. It's going to be fixed. I have nothing to worry about. By the time they find out about it, I'll be okay. So it's okay. I don't have to worry about sharing anything, right?
And I think I'm starting late, I think, in terms of seeking a donor. I should have started a long time ago. But in all honesty, I didn't know enough about dialysis and chronic kidney disease because I was diagnosed, as I said, 9 years ago. And I just thought, okay, because I was feeling okay. I thought, okay, that's fine, right? So if I had started the process a long time ago, I might have been able to get a preempted kidney. But, so I find now that it's important to be open about it. And
of course.
Especially like in our Black community, we have a lot of people with high blood pressure. We have a lot of people with diabetes.
Yes.
So it's a possibility that too will.
I think there's a lot of fear as well. There's a lot of fear
absolutely.
in the Black community. Like they don't, like some Black people don't even want to give blood because, they feel that they might get AIDS or they feel if they give blood, then, my blood won't replenish. Like, why am I going to give to somebody else and just, deplete myself? There's a lot of misconceptions behind this.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't know they can function on one kidney.
Yes. Some people are even born with one kidney and don't even realize it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of work that we have to do.
A lot of educating. And that's where this channel comes in. And that's where you come in, where you share your story on our channel and help educate others and let them know that this is a situation. There's nothing wrong with donating. There's nothing wrong with giving. It doesn't take away from you. There's another misconception that you go ahead and give your kidney to somebody else. Well, what happens if someone in my family needs a kidney? Or if I go ahead and give my liver, then, I'm taking away from myself. It's a lot of misconception.
Absolutely. We know a lot about cancer, for example, a lot of us, but because we've all been touched by cancer, but a lot of us do not know enough about the kidney disease. So
I didn't know about it either. But I know obviously I had a kidney, but until I was actually hit with kidney disease, I didn't know much about it at all. I didn't know anybody that had kidney disease. I know, of course, like you said about cancer, but I had no clue about it. None whatsoever. Yeah. And if I'm being completely honest, I didn't even know it was in the back. I didn't even realize it was back there.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And I didn't realize the work that the kidney does.
Yeah.
Right? So I laugh all the time. I say this machine, imagine this machine and all of the work around cleaning the toxins from your body. That's what this organ in the back.
Looking thing, yeah.
Right?
That's what they do. It's true. 100%.
I got all my supplies and all of that. I thought, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Wow. So at this point in time, I have this segment called Negative Knowledge. And this is where I basically just say a quote to you that I found that I feel represents you, your journey, what you represent, just knowing your story and hearing what you've been through and what you're going through right now. This is the quote that I've come up with. Actually, it's not my quote. I cannot take credit for it. So I don't want to, make it look like I made this quote. I found It's a quote that I found online. And it says, strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. Where there's no struggle, there is no strength. So right now, hearing this quote, knowing your journey and hearing what you've been through, I feel that you represent strength. You're always smiling, you're happy. You don't seem like you're going through anything at all. I know that you are. You have your ups and downs, just like everybody else, but you can't see that. Mm-hmm. And it's amazing that you're standing so strong through this entire journey. I know today you went out and you took part in the Kidney Foundation Walk, which is amazing. And so continue to shine, continue to show that strength and stand strong, because I feel that if you do this, it's making a great impact. It's showing others this can be done. And you're bringing that knowledge to everyone that's watching our channel and those around you. I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much for that.
Oh, well, thank you. I think it's important. I always say my thinking is, I got to live my best life wherever I am.
Yes.
I am very, very grateful for, I'm very grateful for my life as it is. Do I want kidney disease? Absolutely not. Do I want to be on dialysis? No. But I'm very grateful for the fact that I can still live my best life, even on dialysis. Mm-hmm. You just got to think it through and work it through and make it happen.
Done. Mm-hmm.
No. And I have, as I said, I have a lot of the support that I need. I just feel very fortunate to be in this situation, to be able to manage my health and to have the tools that I need to manage my health.
Yes.
Happy about that.
There was someone else that I interviewed, a friend of mine. His name is Loy. And Loy, he loves camping. He's like an avid camper.
Oh, I know Loy.
You know Loy?
Yes.
Yes, avid camper. Mm-hmm. And he used to do dialysis out while he was camping because he was so focused on camping. He didn't want to take that away from his family. That's their time together. And my friend, he just went out and camped in the middle of the woods and started doing dialysis out there as well. Yeah. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, you gotta make it happen.
Exactly.
Remember, even the fact that I went to Jamaica in January this year, I was so hesitant to leave my house to go do dialysis because I didn't trust anybody. I thought, no, they mess me up. But no, I went, I researched it, and I had the nurses were absolutely wonderful.
Beautiful.
Right?
Beautiful.
So, just gotta figure it out.
100%.
Yeah.
Last question for you. When you get this transplant, what's one of the first things you want to do? You got this new life. What do you want to do?
You don't even have to wait for me to respond. I'm going to go on one of those Viking river cruises. I am going on one of those. I hear people talk about all the places that they visit, and I'm happy for them. And I'm thinking, well, no, I guess that's not me. But yep, I'm going on one of those Viking river cruises.
And I want pictures.
You want pictures? Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I need to see that. That's amazing.
Yeah. Amazing. That's one of the first things I'm going to do.
Lynn, thank you very much for joining us today. I'm so happy you're here, and I'm so happy that you shared your story with everyone. I wish you all the best. I'm looking forward to those pictures. And I want to see videos. I want to see all that good stuff.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you for joining us on the Green Table Talk. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.